Hey guys, it's Wanda and I'm in the kitchen today. This is Crazy Days. It's probably my last video of the year. Don't hold me to it, but we only have a few days. And I thought I would get busy in the kitchen today. I've started cleaning out my refrigerator. Oh boy, end of the year. I laid out, let's see, I've got a few onions in a pack, Ziploc bag. I've got a few peppers. I took out some breaded okra. Y'all see where we're going. That's what's for lunch today. Then I took out the last of the turkey that we had over Christmas. Danny and I'll be munching on that. Just kind of cleaning up. Then I found some stuff and I put it in my freeze dryer. I put pomegranates. Hey, why not? Let's see what it does, right? Raspberries. Let's see, what else did I put in there? Some more okra and some more peppers. And was that it? Maybe. But guys, the freeze dryer. I am liking my freeze dryer. We're doing a lot with it and I know I get it all the time. Wanda, why do you do videos? Because I can't afford one. I don't have the money for one. Okay guys, not everybody can afford a freeze dryer. I get it. Danny and I would have purchased a freeze dryer this past year if we had not been sent one. And yes, Harvest Right sent us one. I did not contact them. We were watching Sarah and Kevin at Living Traditions, and we were going, hey, is it possible that we might like one? We were keeping our eyes out on Kevin and Sarah. We were watching what they were doing, and we were talking to them personally. They liked their freeze dryer. They're in a little bit different climate than we are, but they're still hot, humid, and they had the same issues that we would have here, so we watched them. So my thoughts to the ones that keep saying, why do you do this? This is infomercials, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not trying to sell you a freeze dryer. Guys, I'm showing you what I'm doing on my homestead, and I'm furthering my homestead. Should I stop showing my cows because you can't afford a cow? Should I stop showing the tractor and how it works because you can't afford a tractor? This is the same principle. It is a step in the future for you if that's something you want. If you don't want it, don't click on the videos, just saying. But I told you last week I was going to be freeze drying ginger. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can see it, but this ginger, I put it in little chunks. The smell is amazing. Now I've already tried this. Just for your stomach. Oh my. That is the strongest ginger taste ever. You can, okay, I'm not going to put any more in my mouth, try and talk. Woo! Ginger at its finest. You can grind it up, use it any way you would use ginger. Perfect, perfect, perfect way to have ginger. The ginger is very doable in a freeze dryer. I have more ginger in my field that I've got to go get. I forgot I even had it planted there in front of the cabin. Danny says, hey, are you digging this up? I'm like, I don't know. He said, well, it looks like it's blooming. This is December, guys, into December. Oh, the other one, turmeric. I dug all that turmeric up. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous turmeric. I'm not going to taste it. Same with the ginger, because I still got the ginger taste in my mouth. When you freeze dry it, the taste is intense and it saves most of its properties. You hardly lose any properties freeze drying as you do canning. And ginger and turmeric are something that I don't know that you can can. I don't know how you would can it other than making tinctures. And I used to do that. That's where you use vodka or some similar alcohol and you put this in it and let it sit for weeks at a time. Then you have the properties of the turmeric or the ginger over in the vodka. And you don't get drunk on this. You only take a spoonful or so in a tea or as needed. If you can swallow it, you swallow it. But you get the properties in the vodka. So not many people do that anymore, but that is a good way to save herbs. And I would say that would last maybe a year. So when you make the tinctures, they don't last as long, but freeze drying, and if you put them in a sealed jar or a sealed bag, a Mylar bag, last longer. several years. So it's up to you. Turmeric or ginger, great in the freeze dryer. One thing I did was I tried kumquats. Now these things, the taste is intense. You've got that vitamin C thing going on. It's awesome. I like the kumquats. I have kumquats and key lime in the freeze dryer also. Now, very intense taste, very intense. So you can put it in your drinks, you can do whatever with the kumquats and the key limes. Let me tell you something, I ain't putting this in my mouth. Patty and I did this the other day, my daughter-in-law, and we took just a tiny bite of a key lime. And we're like, And then all of a sudden, it was like a crybaby candy. If you've ever tried the crybaby candies, you put it in your mouth, it is so intense sour that it almost, you want to cry. Well, key lime's the same way, guys. You take a good bite out of it and you wait for it. And then you got the crybaby. I promise you. So it was fun to do the key limes. I've got more key limes in the freeze dryer, and this is one way I preserve vitamin C. Plus, I can use my key limes anywhere I would use lemons, and that's a plus for me. I can crush it all up and use it as lemon powder. I could use it just dropping it into drinks that I need my teas and I need that extra lemon. It is a win-win for me. So if you can't afford a freeze dryer, then dehydrate. You can dehydrate. I just didn't like the texture and the way with dehydrating. I can dehydrate. I have 2 dehydrators. But once I found freeze drying, I'm like, okay, dehydrating went out the window. So we're in the kitchen this morning. I promised you I would tell you about the key limes, the kumquats, the ginger, and the turmeric. They freeze dry well, guys, so try it if you have a freeze dryer. If you don't, well, save up or just dehydrate. That's what I'm telling you. Don't think I'm doing infomercials, because that's not exactly what I'm doing. I'm showing you what I do on my homestead. Just because I fry okra today, don't mean you can't fry okra. You can if you grow it or you buy it. But don't come telling me I can't fry my okra because you can't do it. A little bit of a rant today, I'm sorry, but end the year with a rant, huh? Isn't that crazy? So guys, I want to end on a happy note today. Crazy Days is going into January 2022. We're going to have a lot of fun, but let me show you what's in my kitchen today. Look at these. Isn't that gorgeous? Danny just pulled a whole bunch of carrots. We've got a lot more. We're going to be freeze drying some. Some of these will go into carrot salad and other dishes, but isn't that gorgeous? These carrots are lovely. Kale. I brought in some kale. These things make awesome kale chips. Right now I'm just soaking them. But curly leaf kale, all kinds of stuff here. But I can make kale chips or I can stir fry it. But we have plenty. There's a lot in the field if it doesn't freeze it. Can you see in there? Look at that. We just harvested all these peppers out of the greenhouse. Yes, out of a greenhouse in December, into December. These Lolas, these things are gorgeous. I think these are the Marconis. You just can't beat these peppers. And I got some of them in the freeze dryer too. I've got some peas on the stove. I'm going to be frying okra. We're going to be heating up some of this meat that was left, the turkey and stuff like that. And y'all, it's going to be a good 2022, right? So my refrigerator's kind of cleaned. I just finished putting some soup that I cooked last week. I put it on a freeze dryer tray. I'm going to be freezing it. It'll go in the next batch, and I will have my own soup. Now, guys, you can't beat your own food freeze dried for the future. We have tried the soups, and it is good. When you freeze dry your own and then rehydrate, y'all, it is nice to have your own stuff. So, guys, Crazy Days is going to take on a different look next year. I've got, I'm working on getting my banners and everything done. So, stay tuned. Let's see where Crazy Days goes. And we have a Deep South tumbler. These are stainless tumblers, going to be for sale. But Crazy Days is getting its own tumbler. How cool is that? Yeah, Crazy Days going to have a tumbler. I'm just excited. I can't wait. I tote this tumbler all the time. And in 2022, Crazy Days is going to have its own tumbler. Yeah, we're going to have it. So stick around. Crazy Days is going to have fun in 2022. We're going to see what else I can do in the kitchen. Pop up little videos, what we're doing around the homestead, over at the cabin, those type things. I love nature, so there may be more nature videos. Wanda plans on chilling, watching the fish, watching the birds, watching our animals, and 2022 is going to be a good year. I promise you. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to have more of everything I do here on my Crazy Days here at Deep South Homestead. Thank you guys from Crazy Days.